You may be seated. You're good. Let them get their seats first, if it's okay. Perfect. Parents, friends, and honored guests, my name is Matthew Groff, and I have the distinct privilege and honor to welcome you to Round Rock High School's 106th commencement ceremony. The members of this class have faithfully upheld the standards of Dragon Pride during their time on campus and will carry that pride into their future endeavors. Many of our graduates are planning to attend college as the next step in their lives. At this time, 81% of Round Rock High School graduates have applied for college admissions. We're excited to announce that 91% of the class of 2019 is graduating as scholar graduates. These students will be receiving a distinguished level of achievement diploma upon graduation, and 24% of the senior class was also recognized by the College Board as AP Scholars. The class of 2019 also has 59 students recognized through the National Merit Scholarship Program, with 38 commended students, 12 National Hispanic Scholars, and 9 finalists. At this time, would all National Merit Scholars please stand and be recognized? Thank you. This class is also competitive athletically as well, with 35 of their classmates signing to play a college sport. If you're playing a college sport, please stand. Thank you. This is also a class that possesses a spirit of service. There are 17 young men and women who are either committing their lives to our country by joining a branch of the military or entering a military academy. If you're going to serve in the military, would you please stand at this time? Thank you. And at this time, if you are a military, prior military, or currently serving the military and you're in the stands, would you take a minute and please stand so we can recognize you as well? In making their plans for college, many of our students have been fortunate to receive scholarships from a variety of sources. As of today, the graduating class has received a little more than $11.5 million in scholarship. To the sponsors of memorial, local, and corporate scholarships, I want to personally thank you for investing in the future of our graduates. If you're receiving scholarship money for college at this time, would you please stand? I think we could brag a lot more about our students, but at this time, would you please stand for the presentation of colors conducted by the Round Rock High School Junior Marine ROTC, led by Master Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Almeida Jr., and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, the National Anthem, sung by Round Rock High School Choir, led by Jamison McCafferty and Reagan Grantham, and the retirement of those colors. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance today will be Morgan Darling, Senior Class President. Morgan Darling will be attending the University of Texas at Dallas and studying marketing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red red love bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. At this time, it's my honor to introduce our special guest joining us on stage. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Board of Trustee members, Board President Chad Chaswell, Vice President Nikki Gonzalez, and trustees Amber Feller, Mason Moses, and Amy Weir. Our Round Rock ISD leadership is represented by Dr. Steve Flores, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Janie Presley, Senior Chief of Schools of Innovation, Mandy Estes, Chief of Teaching and Learning, Terry Wooster, Chief Operating Officer, Sandra Carpenter, General Counsel, Carla Amaker, Area Superintendent for the Round Rock Learning Community, and Sharon Wilkes, Area Director of Academics of the Round Rock Learning Community. Our Round Rock High School campus leadership is represented by Jason Jert, the Associate Principal. Assistant Principals, Lori Molise, William Jaramillo, Lauren Winship, Denise Thompson, Larissa Ortiz, Ann Roberts, and our lead counselor, Yolanda Paredes. Also joining us on stage today are principals from several of our elementary and middle school feeders. Dr. Zach Oldham from Cedar Valley Middle School, Steve Swain, Chisholm Trail Middle School, Sam Soto, Bluebonnet Elementary, Vicki Crane, Cactus Ranch Elementary, and Heath Frazier, Great Oaks Elementary. A special thank you to everyone on stage today and to those of you who are unable to attend for playing a formative role in our students' achievements. Through their hard work and passion, teachers have inspired students to be their best selves. Every year, the senior class votes on their favorite teacher. The class of 2019 would like to take this time to recognize Mr. Daniel Morgan as their favorite teacher. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Every year, the staff nominates and selects a Teacher of the Year. This year's Teacher of the Year for Round Rock High School is Miss Tiffany Harrison. There are many others who have assisted these students along their K through 12 journey. Well, all of you, administrators, assistants, registrars, teachers, counselors, and administrators on the floor, on the stage, and in the audience who have helped teach these students, please stand at this time to be recognized. Thank you very much. Your program explains the distinction of collars, cords, medals, and stoles worn by the students. The class of 2019 is 799 students strong. And over the course of the last 4 years, they have excelled in a wide variety of honors, competitions, and they've represented Round Rock ISD and Round Rock High School very well in the areas of STEM, business and industry, public service, arts and humanities, health sciences, athletics, campus and community organization, and numerous other programs. We should be very proud of these students. Students, please stand as I recognize many of you for your academic achievements, and you may be seated after you're recognized. I will start with our top 10 students at this time. If you're a top 10% student, please stand at this time. Thank you. Honor graduates. These are graduates with a 4-point GPA and above for all 4 years. At this time, if you're an honor graduate, please stand. Thank you. Graduates of the Academy of Public Services, please stand. Thank you. Graduates of the Academy of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, please stand. Thank you. Graduates of the Academy of Business and Industry, please stand. Thank you. Graduates of the Academy of Health Sciences, please stand. Thank you. Graduates of the Academy of Visual and Performing Arts, please stand. Thank you. All UIL participants, including athletic, academic, and fine arts, at this time, please stand. Thank you. Thank you for representing Round Rock High School as well as you did. Those of you belonging to Student Council or any National Honor Society, you're wearing the cords of distinction at this time. Would you please stand? Again, we could probably keep, thank you. We could probably keep standing for a lot of things. You guys did a lot of great job, a lot of great things this year. At this time, I'd like to recognize Round Rock High School's top 10 students graduating today. As I call your name, would you and your parents, friends, and family members please stand and remain standing? Audience, please hold your applause until I've introduced and we can recognize this impressive group of scholars as a whole. Starting with the person who graduated 10th in their class here at Round Rock High School with a grade point average of 5.7297, Sophie Elizabeth Taus. Graduating, skipping 9th place, so pay attention. Graduating in 8th with a grade point average of 5.7389, Maxwell Yu. Also graduating tied for 8th with a grade point average of 5.7389, Melissa Elise Bartlett. Graduating 7th with a grade point average of 5.7447, Aria Saxena. Graduating 6th with a grade point average of 5.7643, Shayla Sandra Heaton. Graduating 5th with a grade point average of 5.7861, Andrew Yin. Graduating in fourth with a grade point average of 5.8129, Matthew Blake Esquel. Graduating third with a grade point average of 5.82, Jason Tyler Wang. Graduating second in his class, salutatorian, with a grade point average of 5.8719, Cooper James Ward. Graduating first in his class with a grade point average of 5.875, Kevin Manesh Seth. Please join me in recognizing these students and their families. Congratulations. At this time, Callista Hamarga, Senior Class Secretary, will give our opening remarks. Callista will be attending the University of Texas at Austin and studying Advanced Human Development and Family Sciences with honors.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Callista Hamarga, and on behalf of all our graduates, welcome to the Round Rock High School Class of 2019 graduation ceremony. I think we can all agree that this day has taken way too long to arrive. I guess you could say we're really in the end game now. We finally made it, though, and it's been a wild ride, to say the least. From the good old days of nap time in preschool, which I really wish I had taken more seriously, to the rambunctious games of tag and lava monster on the playground in elementary school, to the first time we learned to use those darn combination locks in middle school that inevitably got stuck while we were running late to our next period, and now to the unforgiving stress of AP exam after AP exam as we simultaneously succumbed to the ever-lurking shadow of senioritis. We are survivors of the raging tornado that is the public school system. I may be a little biased, but I sincerely think our class is one of the brightest and most talented to have ever walked down the halls of Round Rock High School. Everyone is good at something, if not everything, whether it be academics, music, art, athletics, or just plain community involvement. This is the class of all classes. You know, I didn't find out that our graduating year was 2019 until I was a freshman. And then I was disappointed to find that I sort of hated that number, 19. It has no connections to anything interesting. It's not the age you become an adult, 18, nor can we make any funny jokes out of it like the class of 2020. This may sound a little cheesy, but I eventually came to realize that even though 19 has no cool connotations, it is a prime number, making it one of those special Easter eggs of the universe whose only factors are one in itself. Likewise, our class is just as unique and self-made. We not only propelled ourselves to the top, but also our orchestra, our band, our dance team, our clubs, our sports teams, and just Round Rock High School in general. When I picture the class of 2019, I visualize this sphere of pure energy. Think like a Patronus from Harry Potter, that has been fueled by determination and an unparalleled potential for greatness for the past 13 plus years, a vivacity that has been waiting for our entire lives for the chance to be unleashed onto the world. So thank you to each and every one of y'all sitting out there in the vast ocean of maroon for always keeping me on my toes, both metaphorically and literally, since everyone is taller than me, and for showing me what it truly means to leave a legacy. Today marks the bittersweet end of an era, but I wouldn't have wanted to make the journey with any other group of 799 people. Of course, none of our success would have been possible without the constant support of our parents and teachers. I know I personally would never have even made it to school on time if it weren't for my mother, who also happens to function as my human alarm clock after I've pressed the snooze button at least 5 times every morning. Parents, you've been with us our entire lives, and it's going to be a really big transition for the majority of us who are moving away this upcoming fall. I think I speak for all the students in this stadium when I say we cannot ever thank y'all enough for everything that you've done for us. Whether it be driving us to all those early morning rehearsals, picking us up from late night practices, cheering us on at every performance and game, or lending a steady hand to help us up after we fell. And we fell a lot. Y'all are quite literally the reason we're all sitting here today, and we couldn't be more grateful. And to our wonderful teachers, thank you for sharing your infinite wisdom with us, both academically and life-related. We know it's not easy spending every day of your lives with unruly teenagers only to go home to play the tedious game of guess that word when grading said teenagers' assignments. But y'all have truly inspired us to be our best selves and to go forth to conquer the world by storm. As we commence with this year's graduation ceremony, I'd like to leave y'all with just one last thought. Life is full of uncertainty, doubt, and sometimes injustice. People will try to take away what makes you unique. They'll take away your chai tea, your green tea, your chamomile tea, and even your sweet tea. But no one can take away the most important tea of all, and that, my dear class, is your liberty. Congratulations, everyone, and as Michael Scott once said, catch you on the flippity flip.
Thank you, Callista. Well done. At this time, would you please welcome the animated Cooper James Ward, salutatorian of the class of 2019. Cooper will also be attending the University of Texas in Austin and studying computer science. The mic is yours, sir.
One sec. All right, we're ready. Okay. The great Albert Einstein once said, "As I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis Kendrick Lamar," I muttered, rapping at my chamber door. And I think that says a lot about life. Just kidding, party people. That's not how my speech starts. It's time for the real speech. And you know what that means? I don't. When I sat down to write this speech, I asked myself, what goes into writing a great speech? I then realized I have no idea what goes into writing a great speech, so I wrote this instead. Will it touch the hearts and minds of the masses? I hope it'll be entertaining. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what even qualifies me to give a speech like this. I made some pretty good grades, sure, but truthfully, the quality of your high school experience really can't be quantified in terms of numbers, can it? Every single peer with me here today has a unique and irreplaceable high school memory that are no more or less precious than anybody else's. And if today isn't for celebrating the culmination of all of those memories, I think I've grossly misunderstood what's happening here. Regardless, you are now my captive audience for the next... I'm not wearing a watch. So here we go. Let's get right into these thank yous. I'm contractually obligated to thank Mr. Groff and the administration, so there you go. Only joking, huh? Well, moving on. I, of course, have to thank my parents. It should go without saying that for these past 4 years and my entire life, they have supported me enormously in pretty much every single way. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Very cool. And as some of you may know, I have been a part of our school's thespian troupe for 4 years. I would like to thank them for helping me to foster my love of the arts and for really being like a second home to me. In fact, I love theater so much that in college, I'll be majoring in computer science. Writing transitions for the thank you part of the speech isn't very fun, so I'm just going to sort of rapid fire these out. Get ready. Thank you, Mr. May, Mrs. Renfro, Mr. Stetzer, Mr. Jansen, Mrs. Hobby, Mrs. Whitmore, Mr. McCafferty, my extended family, Mr. Dan Chen, Eli Wenstrom, John Davis, Zachary Hanshu, Will Rowden III, my dog, my cat, Jimmy Johns, Bush's Chicken, UIL Computer Science, my old boss, Dash, George Aol, the contract of infantry, all the college admissions workers who read my applications and said no, the one college admissions officer who read my application and said yes, that one guy who paid for my parking when I neglected to read the sign that said card only, my cousin who made me crepes this morning, and anyone named Felipe. And lastly, you. The audience. Isn't that cute? Please clap. And for posterity's sake, I'd like to thank the Walt Disney Company for when they inevitably buy the rights to every human soul. I hope they'll have mercy, but they probably won't. Oh well. Oh, and because this opportunity is too good to pass up, I'm going to take a selfie with everyone. We're going to do one of these. Everybody get ready. Right, cool. I'll make sure to tag everyone. Follow me on Instagram at DacoopW, DACOOPW. Now that that's out of the way, I wanted to share something else with you all. I believe it's right here. I wanted to share something more tangible than just words and ideas. I wanted to share something that you could touch, that you could feel, that you could hold. I wanted to share cupcakes. Unfortunately, as you all may know, if you can't bring enough for the whole class, you can't share any. So I couldn't convince Groff to bankroll me 6,500 cupcakes. So you're just going to have to watch me eat the cupcake and imagine that you're eating the cupcake. Here. Oh, got it. No problem. Here we go. Ready? That's good stuff. That's good stuff. You guys really missing out. In a way, this cupcake's kind of like life or something. Anyways, a very wise man named Mewtwo once said, "I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are." And on the dawn of finishing this first stage of our lives, I missed the podium. You may feel afraid and cowed by the supposed indifference that the world will show you. Take heart. No one has it all figured out, and no one expects you to have it all figured out. A journey of 10,000 steps is taken one at a time. So as long as you keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other, you'll be sure to get where you're meant to be going. I'm very proud to have called the class of 2019 my own. To everyone that's had a hand in creating the experience of the past 4 years, thank you. For the memories, for the challenges, for the good times, for the bad times, for the laughter, for the joy, and lastly, for humoring me during my final speech. I hope I haven't been too droll. And with that, I bid you adieu. Yeet.
Very good. I'm glad that I do not have to really kind of follow that, Kevin. But thank you very much, Cooper Ward, for your fine words and your animated speech. Great job. At this time, would you please welcome our valedictorian, Kevin Manesh Seth, class of 2019 valedictorian. Kevin will be attending also the University of Texas at Austin, where he will be studying neuroscience.
It's hard to beat that, so I won't try, and I'll speak from the heart when I do the speech. Graduation day, a day of many hopes, memories, and goodbyes. And if you're a band student who has to play the song for almost 800 of us, nightmares. In addition to us, tonight we honor the parents, teachers, and faculty who got us here. Come on, guys, let's give a round of applause to parents, teachers, counselors, administration, and Mr. Groff, the ones who put the work in to make sure we walk across this stage today. It was hard to know where to even begin this speech until I went downstairs from my room for a sandwich and saw Mom and Dad. Yes, the sandwich is important. Newton's first law: an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. And I can't think of a force powerful enough to stop my mother. The first and last words to describe her are active, and as a result, idle time in my household does not come cheap. When my mom was 14 years old, her mother tragically died of cancer. Being a young woman in India at that time, it was seemingly impossible to grow up without a mother. But my mom, being a master of the impossible, grew up into a strong young woman who never lets life get the best of her. From everything from a minor complaint to when the world is crumbling before my eyes, she always tells me the same phrase in Gujarati: "Chal se, gum se, fao se." Roughly translated to, I'll adjust, I'll like it, and it works for me. It's her words of wisdom and her strength that help me when I get stuck in the quagmire of problems that is adolescence. Her wisdom will be essential next year when I have a growing pile of clothes that need to be washed, a rapidly shrinking food supply, and a quickly approaching chem final all at the same time. Mom, I know how worried you are about me living on my own, but I'd like to think you've trained me well enough. Growing up in India in a different time, my dad and I had very different childhoods, and as a result, we don't always see things eye to eye. For example, I think a respectable length for a long movie is about an hour 45 minutes. For those of you who have watched Bollywood, you know you have to budget at least 2.5 hours for a quote-unquote short film. I think a long sports game is the Super Bowl with all of its timeouts and ads, while my dad will stay up to watch an entire 8-hour cricket match at an ungodly hour to see India play. Keep in mind, time zones are different. Also, this is a big one. My dad is a morning person. I respect you for that, but I do not know how to do it. Despite some of our differing theories on life, Dad, you've been the biggest mentor for me, and your knowledge and skills get me through many sticky wickets. See with the cricket over there? Yeah. From everything from learning how to ride a bicycle without training wheels to learning how to parallel park, Dad, you've always held my hand until it was time to let go. And in these next few months, there are going to be a lot of times where you have to let go. Graduates, I don't know if you've figured this out by now, but today is more about the parents, the people sitting in the stands, more than us. So, yeah, just to break the secret. To all the parents and guardians out there in the stands today, you have endless stories, volumes of wisdom, and a plethora of knowledge with you that you could tell us right now. But, as I tell my own parents the same thing, today and in the next few months, you're going to have to trust us to fall on our own. Thank you for everything you've ever done for us. In our time today, in our time in these maroon-decked halls, we gained a sense of purpose, a unique identity, and big plans, some of which we will carry with us into adulthood. However, our identities and dreams will change as we grow. Otherwise, I would be leaving here today with grand ambitions of becoming a Pokemon trainer. It's easy to be intimidated by all the challenges we face today, but we will not cower under blankets of fear and hate in the face of adversity. These 4 years have shown me we will rise above the challenges we face and set a new bar for those behind us to follow. We will not listen to what we can't do, but show what we can when we pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. We will also never experience having a Chick-fil-A on 620 or Torchy's on I-35, which, I think I speak for the class when I say this, we are very jealous about, but our bank accounts thank us. As I conclude these remarks today, I would like to say congratulations to all my fellow classmates. We made it to the other side. Thank you for all 4 years of memories, the highs and the lows, and thank you for shaping me into who I am today. I also thank my sister, who has been my biggest rival, but my best companion all these years. You are going to UT, by the way, Kershaw, despite what you think right now. I don't know where you are, but okay. We got that out of the way. Class of 2019, as we embark on our newest journey ahead of us, let us never forget where we came from. It's been an absolute privilege to laugh with y'all, cry with y'all, smile with y'all, fall with y'all, and make memories with y'all. It brings me both great sadness and great joy for the last time, to say this for the last time, but as dragons, we will always fly together. I think this is how you do it. Yeah, but end of speech.
Thank you, Kevin, for your wonderful words. Seniors, let me start by saying I've enjoyed every minute of being your principal this year. I have to tell you a little secret, though. I do love my job, so it makes it easy. Where else do you get to participate in several TikTok videos, dance with some senior guys to a song named Superman, take batting practice with a softball team, sing at a choir concert, and go to work every day with your daughter? Working at Round Rock High School has been a blessing, and I'm hopeful I've given back as much love as I have received. Thank you to Round Rock High School Village for making it easy to come to work. As great as this year has been, We've had two extremely rough and emotional moments with the loss of Dr. Michael Shaheen and Coach Will Roberts. Both men were perfect gentlemen. They both loved their jobs, and they both cared for kids. They were special in every sense of the word. They will be missed, and I want to thank them for the difference that they've made in the lives of our students. So thank you, gentlemen. Take a minute. They were some good men. Every speech would not be complete, though, without a few shout-outs. I'd like to start with a few here. My dodgeball team, as stacked as it was, cheated out of the championship. And I have it on video. No. If you're a Marvel fan, Iron Man, don't worry, he's not dead. To Coach Roberts, I'm living every day like it's my last. To Mr. Chris Weber, sitting right over here. The toughest guy in the room. Stay strong, sir. To our PTSA, not many of you know that we have a wonderful group of volunteers that help every day with PTSA, and they are the third largest PTSA in the state of Texas. To my daughter, Hannah, I love you, but I'm still a better basketball player than you are. To Nick and Tyler, they're juniors, but I think you know why I'd like to say thank you to them. They saved another person's life this year, and I'll see you two next gentlemen on the stage. I could go on, but I need to move things along. Seniors, let me conclude with some thoughts for you. Think about your future. Do you have a bigger purpose than yourself? After 47 years, I found that great joy comes from serving others. Make time for it. Have you thought about tomorrow? What about the next 5 years? They will sneak up on you. You need to plan ahead. It helps. Lastly, what is the greatest thought that occupies your mind is a question you should ask yourself. Think about it for a minute. What is the greatest thought that occupies your mind? What do you think about the most? Now ask yourself this. What are you going to do about it? That pathway starts today. The doors close. You're no longer a Round Rock Dragon. You are now a member of society. You need to do something to improve it. Think of others. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't just think, act. I'll give you an example. Don't just think about calling your parents in a couple of months when you're in college or off on the workforce somewhere. Take a minute today and put a notification in your phone to remind you to call your parents. They will love you for it. Seniors, this is the last time that I'll be able to stand in front of you as your principal. Thank you for everything and for letting me be the first today to congratulate for a job well done. At this time, we will award diplomas to the class of 2019. Administrators, faculty, and students on stage, please take your positions. While they're taking their place, it is my distinct honor to introduce Dr. Steve Flores, Superintendent of Round Rock Independent School District. Students, please stand and remain standing during the validation of your candidacy. Students on the floor, yes, please stand. Come on, we practiced this.
Thank you, Mr. Groff. Parents of our students, please stand. Parents and guardians, please stand so we can acknowledge you on this wonderful day. This is a day for celebration for you as well. So parents, guardians. Thank you, parents, guardians, for making Round Rock ISD your choice for your child. Thank you so much. Also today, this graduation completes the 5th graduation in the last 2 days of the Round Rock Independent School District. I'm proud that after these 2 days, we will have certified over 3,600 graduates ready for the world. 3,600. Candidates of the graduating class of 2019, today marks an important moment in your lives. It's a completion of one chapter and a beginning of another. Sometimes we look at finishing a chapter in our lives with sadness or uncertainty, but this day marks the beginning of endless possibilities. From this day forward, you have the power to choose your own path, to build your own future, and to pursue your own dream. Wherever your journey takes you, always know that you have a special place in our hearts. You are part of the Round Rock ISD family. And like a family, we stay together through thick and thin, and thank you for being a part of that family. My hope for each of you is that you find your peace, you be at your peace, and you stay at your peace. One more thing. Do what you need to do today. Don't say someday, because I have yet to see anywhere where someday is the day of the week. So with that said, by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and the Round Rock Independent School District, I certify to the Board of Trustees that these students have met all high school graduation requirements and are hereby eligible to receive their high school diploma. Assisting us with the presentation of the graduates will be 2 of our outstanding faculty members, Mr. Dustin Binnicker and Charles Hobby. Congratulations on a job well done. The entire Round Rock ISD community is proud and salutes each and every one of you on a job well done. Congratulations, graduating class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Steve Flores. Students, you may now be seated. Graduation is a joyous yet dignified occasion. It is important and meaningful to all involved. Therefore, I would like to ask your cooperation in maintaining a proper decorum throughout the ceremony by limiting movement and talking in the seating area. Please refrain from using artificial noisemakers such as air horns and whistles, and from prolonged cheering during the celebration, as the noise will drown out the names of the students that follow. Please extend the same courtesy to the first senior that graduates as you do the last. Diplomas will be presented by members of Round Rock Independent School District Board of Trustees, and assisting the graduates will be the members of Round Rock High School staff, administrative staff. Calling the names today, thank you very much, gentlemen, Mr. Charles Hobby and Mr. Dustin Binnicker.
Kevin Manesh Sheth.
Cooper James Ward.
Jason Tyler Wang.
Matthew Blake Esquel.
Andrew Yin.
Shayla Sandra Heaton.
Arya Saxena.
Melissa Elise Bartlett.
Maxwell Shu.
Sophie Elizabeth Taus.
Tyler Alexander Acosta.
Hannah Larkin.
Alice Acosta de la Cruz.
Allison Claire Lashesky.
Damon Jeremiah Adams.
Cole Parr Lawrence.
Ethan Agater.
Ryan Stephen Lawrence.
Hannah Elizabeth Ager.
Cheryl Adele Lawrence.
Henry John Aguilar.
Patrick Thomas Lane.
Michael Anthony Aguilar.
Brandon Chetian Lay.
Mamin Yasir Ahmed.
Matthew James Leach.
Claire Allison Albertson.
Bolton Sipa Lota Leafa.
Drew Leland Albright.
Ethan Minjae Lee.
Catherine Pamela Aliman.
Michaela Dawn Lee.
Megan Madeline Alexander.
Nicholas Hunter Lee.
Jacob Peter Algaze.
Rebecca Claire Lee.
Luke Austin Almendarez.
Michael Leonardi.
Joseph Ambris Dominguez.
Eric Thomas Lightsey.
Stella Elizabeth Anagnis.
Elizabeth Faye Lillyquist.
Brian Robert Anderson.
Josephine Claire Linson.
Julia Brooke Anderson.
Andrew James Lisenby.
Michaela Marie Andrews.
Caleb Carter Litz.
Evan Bradley Arndt.
Lexi Lynn Lockett.
Sugam Aurora.
Anna Caitlin Lombardo.
Brianna Arzola.
Shelby Gabriela Teresa Lopez.
Carson Ray Asbury.
Yamenez Javahira Lopez Levi.
Aubrey May Avery.
Garrett Michael Loshabia.
Brandon James Avila.
Emily Lazoya.
Carolina Avila Martinez.
Jasmine Giselle Lazoya.
Rami Owada.
David Jordan Lumpkins.
Ari Bathranarian.
Ariana Yvette Luna.
Daniel Baird.
Aiden James Makajewski.
Leo Alp Bala.
Ashley Elizabeth McLean.
Hunter Miranda Gabrielle Baller.
Jay Mandalia.
Samantha Ann Banks.
Jenna Marie Madden.
Emily Grace Banta.
Tarun Madavurupu.
Stephanie Michelle Barber.
Shivushri Gunesh Prushad Muhata.
Sofia Alejandra Barberena.
Faria Suha Mahmood.
Sasha Marie Barker.
John Hudson Major.
Richard Barksdale.
Caleb Malbrew.
Chantel Barnes.
Brandon Alexi Maldonado.
Clayton Barnett.
Blaine Garrett Mann.
Ivan de Jesus Barrios Nieto.
Madison Ann Manning.
Logan Lynn Bartlett.
Sergio Dorje Marcella.
Nathaniel Anthony Bassett.
Adriana Naeli Marin Rodriguez.
Alex Batista.
Caleb Aaron Markham.
Isabella Sofia Batista.
Samuel Wilson Marquardt.
David Kent Beeman.
Brandon Marquez.
Riley Morgan Beard.
Cora Elizabeth Marshall.
Marissa Nicole Bearden.
Abby Alexis Martinez.
Allison Claire Beardsley.
Danielle Alexandra Martinez.
Chase Beaumirage.
Isaiah Dominic Martinez.
Arjun Balamkunda.
Xander Martinez.
Diana Sofia Benavides.
Callie Marin Matthews.
Meliana Vera Bendesi.
Chloe Elizabeth Matson.
Matthew Bentley.
Reese Alexandria Maupin.
Alex Bessner.
JC Jenabeth May.
Aubrey Best.
Ben McAllen.
Amanda Beely.
Ian Nikolai McCabe.
Olivia Bledsoe.
Lane McCalmont.
Nicholas John Bogle.
Jacob Wayne McCoy.
Lauren Elizabeth Bone.
Logan Eric McDonald.
Madeline Jean Bone.
Shelby Grace McDonald.
Blake Robert Booker.
Kathleen McElhaney.
Taj Travis Bounds.
Jackson McElrath.
Brandon Richard Bowen.
John Ryan McLumphy.
Maggie Lee Bowling.
Bailey Aaron McGuire.
Christopher Luke Brame.
Jared Nathan McKenzie.
Audrey Lynn Bramall.
Lauren Madison McManus.
Logan Brandvold.
Alexander Scott McMillan.
Ethan Alexander Bratton.
Emma Elizabeth McMullen.
Grant Michael Brieger.
Clayton Means.
Daniel Reed Brink.
Hannah Marie Medina Jackson.
Jonathan Aaron Briscoe.
Preston Douglas Meek.
Maurice Douglas John Brooks.
Satyam Mehta.
Demi Nicole Browder.
Arnav McCalla.
Ashley Michelle Brown.
Sneha Reddy McCalla.
Marquise Brown.
Elizabeth Renee Melber.
Matthew Jameson Brown.
Hayden Kenneth Mellon.
Nicholas Brown.
Leah Renee Mellon.
Elena Brousseau.
Paola Veronica Melo Quintero.
Alyssa K. Bryan.
Victoria Mendiola.
Bryce Kenneth Boer.
Kaylin Amanda Mendoza.
Brandon Carter Buckner.
Samantha Alejandra de los Angeles Mendoza.
Andrew Grant Buenaventura.
Faith Shajuin Meyer.
Rebecca Joe Buford.
Garrett Neal Miller.
Brenham Burgess.
Ashton Drake Millers.
Miller Wesley Burgess.
Madison Moselle Minton.
Michael Burke.
Samantha Victoria Miranda.
Shania Mache Berkeley.
Emily Grace Mitchell.
Jarrett Burcham Burleson.
Jenna Kate Matthews.
Brooke Amber Butler.
Sarah Elizabeth Mitchell.
Jacob Austin Byerly.
Shri Rome Mithatal.
Ivan Eli Caballero.
Emma Elizabeth Moffett.
Martha Annette Calhoun.
Nicola Moffett.
Cielo Crystal Camacho.
Sharif Raphael Mohammed.
Michael Gregory Campbell.
Christian DeAndre Mojica.
Michaela Grace Campbell.
Javen Xavier Mojica.
Victoria Don Campbell.
Garrison Brian Monroe.
Hope Annalise Capwell.
Blake William Montgomery.
Jaime Jaimes Carbajal.
Kate Abigail Montrell.
Matthew Christina Carnegie.
Cole Michael Mooney.
Alyssa Ann Carrington.
John Michael Moore.
Jacob Matthew Carson.
Micah Manning Moore.
Harper Joseph Carullo.
Amanda Marie Moreland.
Jacob Joshua Casanova.
Leah Moreno.
Noah Michael Casey.
Rocco Stephen Morone.
Diana Castillo.
Evan Pierce Morris.
Cade Paul Robert Castle.
Logan Kirk Morris.
Dale Danae Castro.
Miguel Angel Munoz.
Aloisa Castruita.
Montserrat Muro.
Leonardo Castruita Ramirez.
Emily Megan Murphy.
Alyssa Renee Cavazos.
Kristen Delaney Murray.
Jennifer Emily Carlson.
Cassidy Oralia Nahera.
Martin Nicholas Sabachos.
Walter Naranjo.
Tomas Andres Cedeno.
Nolan William Nash.
Ray Angel Cervantes.
Adrian Jose Navarrete.
Mackenzie Brooke Chafin.
Alexa Felice Neal.
Kyle Ellison Champion.
Julian Negarete.
Jordan Daniel Chandler.
Kimberly Rochelle Negus.
Jared Paul Chappelle.
Natalie Ann Neidig.
Elise Chase.
Ryan Alexander Nevin.
Laura Vianney Chavez.
Justin Lee Wynn.
Vanessa Chavez.
Kwa Wynn.
Christian Ryan Chavez Edwards.
Lance Ya Nguyen.
Olivia Cherian.
Natalie Wynn.
Bailey Ann Sharon.
Rachel Hope Lean Wynn.
Justin Chervinka.
Abigail Presley Nichols.
Brooke Nicole Shiloh.
Andrew Roberto Nielsen.
Elizabeth Marie Chimit.
Ivan Nino.
Christopher Jr. Chow.
Riley Ann Noble.
Regan Scott Barrett Christian.
Noah Andrew Nugent.
Yejin Chun.
Caitlin Page McLeod Nutt.
Cameron Lee Churchill.
Wesley Charles Nutt.
Luke Blaze Kobos.
Ryan Michael O'Keefe.
Madison Ray Coleman.
Christopher Franklin Odell.
Cameron Bryce Collier.
Austin Kikoa Kowali Oldroyd.
Bo Collins.
Calvin Navarro de Oliveira.
Adam Gray Colvin.
William David Oliver, Jr.
Ryan Stephen Campo.
Austin Michael Ontiveros.
Emma Ruth Compton.
Kyler Alejandro Ortega.
Hector Julian Contreras.
Samuel Brady Ortiz.
Jared Cook.
Cade David Ubri.
Joan Guzman Coria.
Marco Lorenzo Ozello.
Jacob Philip Corona.
Connor Daniel Packabush.
Jacob Michael Cowie.
Sai Palepu.
Hannah Marie Cox.
Ilana Sage Pankey.
Parker Douglas Craig.
Lucia Maria Peratore.
Jaden Tyler Crane.
Eric Isaac Paredes.
CJ Craner.
Hobby Park.
Christine Ann Crawford.
Ju Park.
Alyssa Elaine Crosby.
Ashley Beth Parker.
Kevin Chris Cruz.
Jonathan Ryan Parsons.
Jordan Elizabeth Cuellar.
Jake Passarella.
Ethan Matthew Cummings.
Grisham Harshal Patel.
Hannah Jael Dalorso.
Sparsh Darmish Patel.
Bailey Scott Dalton.
Tyler Michael Pav.
Will Allen Davenport.
Hunter Gregory Peterson.
Jack Allen Davidson.
Simone Amber Peltier.
Coslin Davidson.
Thomas Pena.
Cameron Dean Dayton.
Zu Elena Perales.
Heriberto de la Garza Mellado.
Michael David Perez.
Romeo de Leon.
Denny Amisai Perez Ramirez.
Michael Wayne Deckard Jr.
Natalia Annette Perry.
Brianna Del Pozo.
Anika Pettigrew.
Sophia Raquel De Leon Wilson.
Teresa Pham.
Alexander Arthur Deller.
Justin Terry Phillips.
Luca Del Santos.
Kelly Elizabeth Pickup.
Genevieve Sophia Deblay.
Unkeith Sunjay Pillay.
Avani Samir Deshpande.
Jonathan Christopher Pintar.
Morgan Darling.
Hudson Plouffe.
Brianna Duvall.
Hayden Robert Poffenroth.
Indrian Kumar Day.
Isabella Juliana Potts.
Rory Dinstybeer.
Jordan Austin Powell.
Yusuf Ahmed Din.
Abigail Rose Powers.
William David Dodds.
Michael Stone Pozar.
Michael Joseph Dolan.
Jajon Prado.
Reagan Charles Das.
Unmol Prasla.
Eden Doyle.
Delasi Bedama.
Josie Dressendorfer.
Madeline Eve Price.
Zaria Corinne Drumgool.
Faiza Amira Quadri.
Jason Kyle Dudley.
Haley Diane Beeman Quick.
Abigail Catherine Dunford.
Isara Manal Raman.
Titus Jaquez Dunk.
Kimberly Vanessa Ramirez.
Joshua Davis Duty.
Monique Ramirez.
Madison Elizabeth Edler.
Maya Ascension Ramos.
Hannah Michelle Eisenberg.
Cameron Scott Ramsey.
Harley Eckroot.
Jacob Michael Ramsey.
Ryan Michael Elam.
Unwesha Ranabajuli.
Blake Christian Eleanor.
Delisa Rangel.
Brianna Duvall.
Sarah Rattray.
Michael Dharma Imperador.
Saitasia Rawulwar.
Riley Inslee. I think they are.
Robert
Hold on 1 second.
Reap.
Yeah. Jonathan Epperson.
Gabriel Edward Reckenjar.
Aaliyah Erickson.
Andrew Tyler Redding.
Christine Esparza.
Mary Florence Ryan Jadal Redondo.
Catalina Marie Esquivel.
Colton John Regan.
Haley Everett.
Elilas Reginweather.
Andrew Wilcox Fanous.
Jessica Caitlin Nicole Begley.
Nathaniel Fantahoon.
Dacia Nicole Reichert.
Annalise Farrell.
Hannah Marie Reyes.
Jolie Curran Farrell.
Maximo Antonio Reina.
Ainsley Fettig.
Jacob Douglas Reynolds.
Alyssa Fields.
Oliver Winfield Reinerson.
Isabel Chantel Figueroa.
Luke Rieger.
Ethan Jonah Fisher.
Caleb James Rife.
Madeline Rose Fisher.
Angeli Sky Rios.
Jose Flores Navarro.
Elizabeth Grace Sampson Rittaller.
Carolina Flores Villarreal.
Kevin Alexander Roa.
Lena Mary Flugel.
Seth Andrew Rourke.
Alexander Edward Flynn.
Scott Pierce Robertson.
Rhiannon Flynn.
Oswaldo Rodea.
Anaria Nikai Ford.
Alyssa Faith Rodriguez.
Carter Powell Ford.
Amanda Rayanne Rogers.
Julia Lee Forrester.
Jacob Ryan Rojas.
Anahi Frosto.
Noah Rolette.
Star Angel Frazier.
William Ray Roden.
Madison Ray Friedman.
Natalia Isabel Rudd.
Wesley Alexander Freeman.
James Kelly Rulin.
Keegan Avery Friend.
Melanie Diana Ruiz Aguilar.
Hayden Matthew Frisbee.
Jack Russell.
Javier Enrique Frolic.
Cameron Christian Ruth.
Emma Jane Fromke.
Ashley LeBrew Sufaya.
Joel Evan Fullerton.
Tyler Douglas Salazar.
Isaiah James Gabbard.
Anna Yanette Sanabria.
Akil Gajera.
Sage Jeffrey Sanford.
Neil Pankaj Gajer.
Dereya Sunny.
Mariana Galindo.
Ethan Antonio Sarubia.
Ryan Bradley Gall.
Noah Leroy Savage.
Joshua Gabriel Gamboa.
Charles Jeffrey Scalen.
Maya Jade Ferdinand Gamero.
Cora Renee Shell.
Krishna Ganesh.
Cameron Grace Schmidt.
Shravan Gara.
John Thomas Schmidt.
Antonio Garcia.
Madison Nicole Schism.
Brianna Sylvia Garcia.
Mackenzie Jane Scoggins.
Adrian Dre Garza.
Brandon Daniel Scott.
Jacqueline Lisette Garza.
Christian Douglas Scott.
Hube Garza.
Ethan Daniel Scrimpture.
Lane Monique Gailey.
Robin Lynn Selking.
Robin Joseph Goblin. Totally butchered that.
John Marco Andre Sellers Soto.
Garrett Georgians.
Simran Keithun Shaw.
Reese Georgians.
Saunya Keithum Shaw.
Max William Giese.
Dylan Kenneth Shaw.
Sierra Isabella Angie Daniela Giesen Linson.
Tucker Thomas Shepard.
Taylor Keith Giles.
Aaliyah Rachel Shermer.
Wesley Andrew Given.
Samuel Bryce Shipman.
Leticia Milanes Gomez.
Alexander Shopee.
Mackenzie Lynn Gomez.
John Schubert.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Connor Philip Siegel.
Nicholas Joseph Gonzalez.
Kevin Royce Silva.
Valeria Azul Gonzalez.
Alexandra Grace Silver.
Danny Gonzalez.
Brandon Wayne Simonetti.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Brianna Nicole Simonetti.
Justin Alexis Gonzalez.
Sylvester Wayne Simple.
Jonah Estelle Good.
Mamsu Reddy Siracini.
Tiana Marie Goodlow.
Christina Renee Slape.
Luke Patrick Gormley.
Summer Nicole Sledge.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Gosviner.
Cameron Elise Smith.
Siglali Govea Castillo.
Dylan Carter Smith.
Theron Dikembe Graham.
Garrett Wade Smith.
Srisakath Grandi.
Julia Allison Smith.
Mateo Grasso Gobel.
Megan Elizabeth Smith.
Audrey Marie Gregg.
Thomas Morgan Smith.
Dylan James Gregory.
Justin Matthew Snowden.
Jordan Amahad Greer.
Ethan Jacob Snyder.
Emma Lane Griffith.
Lucy Elaine Snyder.
Riley Grindle.
Naomi Sheridan Sokoff.
Austin Tyler Grofey.
Colton Edward Sofer.
Hannah Lee Groff.
Christian Sosa.
LaRond Ginsel.
Kayla Raquel Soto.
Liliana Michelle Guerrero.
Cesar Andres Soto Arajo.
Lillian Grace Gully.
Jordan Grace Spangenberg.
Graham Douglas Gullickson.
Benjamin Cooper Spels.
Cypernov Reddy Gorgila.
Zachary Bennett Spels.
August Goose Hahn.
LT Spells.
Jessie Nicole Hall.
Kayla Bryn Sportsman.
Logan Scott Hall.
Ashley Elizabeth Springer.
Hayden Cage Hamilton.
Evan Scott Staggs.
Jack Duncan Hansen.
Madeline Claire Stevens.
Holden Christian Harrelson.
Abigail Elaine Stevens.
Haley Yvette Harper.
Madeline Elina Stevens.
Elizabeth Sarah Harris.
Jonathan Alexander Stewart.
Price Harrison.
Tori Stinson.
Garrett Thomas Harrison.
Jared Allen Stokes.
Caitlin Lee Hartnagel.
Kyle Jackson Stokely.
Addison Carter Harvey.
Wyatt Anderson Stone.
Mallory Michelle Harwick.
Wendy Lynn Storms.
Evan Dean Haas.
Annie Noel Strickland.
Jacob Hayes.
Ian Graham Strickland.
Bryn Lucille Heaton.
Jacob Stramiska.
Jacelyn Aber.
Alistair Suber.
Haley Catherine Hennig.
Xavier Paul Sulaika.
Nope. 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 These are all out. Nope. That's cool.
Jordan Taylor Summers.
Callista Himarga. I don't know who any
Martin
of these
Swain.
are. These are all out of order.
Carter Brendan Swires. Daniel Jean Sikora. Mia Talamontes.
Haley Catherine Hennig.
Samuel Tondo.
Isaiah Lawrence Hernandez.
Nicole Marie Tank. Devin Sky Taylor.
Luis Herrera. Thank you.
Kelsey Lauren Thomas.
Tristan Nicole Hester.
Lindsay Brooke Thomas.
Jared Daniel Higdon.
Nikhil Joy Thomas.
Jason Higginbotham.
Seth Allen Thomas.
Hannah Paige Henson.
Annika Thompson.
Samantha Huang.
Christian John Coleman Tiger.
Elizabeth Lauren Hobdy. John
Andrew
Sorry.
Anthony
John Asher
Teherina.
Hooker. What's happening? Sorry. We'll get this together. I don't have cards.
Andrew Anthony Teherina.
Lillian Kate Hodges.
Benjamin Walker Teherina.
James Karch Hoffman.
Valeria Torres Guerrero.
Corey Elizabeth Hollander.
Ulana Helene Townsend.
Much better. Catherine Elise Hollister.
Kunika Trehan.
Jacob Payne Hooper.
Daniel Garcia Tremaine.
Michelle K. Hopkins.
Dylan Beasley O'Sullivan Traeger.
Corey Edward Horton.
Sarah Catherine Trussler.
Taylor Elizabeth Horton.
Sierra Faith Tucker.
Hope Alexandra Hosgood.
Tiana Alani Tung.
Henry Simon Houlihan.
Ethan Josiah Ulate.
Kayla Jane House.
Athavra Pushkar Upkara.
Zoe Ann Howa.
Richard Theodore Valadez.
Ali Hubbard.
Nikit Anand Valmiki.
Angelica Maria Huitran Yanes.
Divine Marque Vaquera.
Haley Ray Hull.
Salvador Vargas Jr.
Lexi Hudson.
Sierra Nicole Vargas.
Madison Hyatt.
Jessica Varghese.
Mary Joanne Ilukovic.
Brandon Vaughn.
Will Isaac.
Isaiah Josh Vasquez Labrie.
Garrett Isaacs.
Sebastian Vasquez Rios.
Chase Christopher Jackson.
Caitlin McKenna Vermillion.
Kyle Wayne Jackson.
David Lamar Vernon.
Esther Mary Rose Hadol.
Mark Anthony Villaria.
Caitlin Carey Gillette.
Kyra Vines.
Olivia Elnora James.
Cole Hugo Wagoner.
Ashley Elizabeth Jameson.
Haley Walker.
Molly Josephine Janishek.
Hannah Corrine Walton.
Maria Fernanda Jaramillo Silva.
Annie Wong.
Kainat Javed.
Clayton Matthew Ward.
Daniel Carson Jenkins.
Ryan Allen Ward.
Natalie Paige Jenkins.
Haley Nicole Warden.
Anastasia German.
Mary Elise Warnkin.
Victor Santos Jimenez.
Aubrey Adams Warren.
Amir Marquis Johnson.
Logan Timothy Warren.
Brooklyn Diane Johnson.
Anna Chrislyn Wozniak.
Brooklyn Lanier Johnson.
Tami Kine Waworantu.
Elizabeth Marie Johnson.
Cade Rowdy Weber.
Emily Grace Johnson.
Charlie May Weedy.
Zachary David Johnson.
Lauren Michelle Whitlock.
Carson Riley Jones.
Chase Avery Whitlow.
Julian Cole Jones.
Grace Olivia Whitman.
Jade Brianna Jordan.
Dylan Reed Wiggins.
Goin Vivek Joshi.
Savannah Marie Wilder.
Brendan Casey Joyce.
Nathan Patrick Wilkie.
Brenna Carol Justice.
Joshua Hunter Williams.
Jonathan Andrew Canar.
Justin Thomas Williams.
Kate Karshnick.
Nolan Michael Williams.
Anthony Casso.
Paige Ariana Williams.
Jonathan Paul Keese.
Taylor Nicole Williams.
Abigail Claire Kylan.
Kylie Nicole Whipf.
Dalton Kime.
Taylor Elizabeth Witt.
Kyle Roger Kelly.
Raymond Guo Wong.
Jackson Douglas Kelso.
Logan Evans Wood.
Max Sherwood Kennedy.
Lauren Elizabeth Wyatt.
Parker Kennedy.
Olivia Raquel Jacqueline Yarvis.
Matthew Randall Kern.
Brian Onat Jazan.
Corinne Hewish.
Kobe Ramiro Yepes.
Howard Kim.
Aaron Yielding.
Jocelyn Jawan Kim.
Courtney K. York.
Taeyan Kim.
Greg Jackson Zaccaro.
Abby Marie Kinchin.
Hayden Zoller.
Noah Jordan Kinseth.
Gabriel Manuel Zamora.
Gracelyn Isabel King.
Nadia Zamora.
Bryce David Kidder.
Caitlin Zeidler.
Alyssa Lorraine Klassen.
Juan Carlos Zertucci.
Sydney Coker.
Cedric Zgadzai.
Jenna Elsie Kohlmeyer.
Matthew William Zipperer.
Nicholas Kokonos.
Kai John Zoller.
Brooklyn J. Kolstad.
Olivia Elaine Zolper.
Mohan Korapala.
Anastasia Zaverna.
Elena Rochelle Kravchik. Caitlin Rose Kubala. Peyton Alexander Kuntz. Joseph Charles Kirkjian. Andrew James Kurtz. Madison Grace Labrie. Jacob Michael Lambert. Abigail Nicole Lancaster. Ashton Jean Lunt.
Hey, remember I talked earlier about keeping it respectful? Thank you. We are not quite done. At this time, please welcome to the podium Ginny Carlson, senior class historian. Ginny happens to be someone's sister. To make closing remarks today, Ginny will be attending the University of Utah State University, and she's studying in human movement science. Ginny Carlson.
I know you're all ready to finish up, so I'll keep it short. And speaking of short, I have the stool to help me out. Don't worry about it. Today we celebrate everything we have accomplished, and not only today, but in the past 4 years. We're not alone in our celebration, as we have our teachers, counselors, parents, and friends, and others here with us today. Those who have helped us every step of the way. We thank you. School has been a major aspect of our lives, 13 years in fact. Given our school schedule, bear with me for a second, that's 2,300 days, 16,380 hours, or 982,800 minutes. To put that in perspective, we could have watched Avengers Endgame over 5,000 times. I recently heard of a story that happened 2 years ago on Panama City Beach in Florida. Late in the afternoon, a mother saw her 2 young sons screaming for help 100 yards out into the ocean. They were caught in a strong current and were being carried out to sea. A nearby couple tried to rescue the boys, but they also got caught in the current. So members of the family dove in to rescue the struggling swimmers, and quickly 9 people were caught in the rip current. There were no ropes, no lifeguard. The police sent for a rescue boat, but the people had already been out in the ocean struggling for 20 minutes. They were exhausted and their heads were slipping under the water. Among the onlookers on the beach was Jessica Mae Simmons. Her husband had the idea to form a human chain. They shouted at people on the beach to help them, and dozens of people linked arms and marched into the ocean. Jessica wrote, "To see people from different races and genders come into action to help total strangers was amazing." An 80-person chain stretched towards the swimmers, a unified effort that rescued every single person trapped in the current. This goes to show how powerful unity can be. Similarly, our class has proven that there is strength in numbers, all 799 of us. The school musical Kiss Me Kate wouldn't have been as successful without all the actors and crews that spent nights working towards perfection. The girls' soccer team wouldn't have felt all the love and appreciation without all the cheering fans that came to the regional semifinal game, which they went to 2 years in a row, to support regardless of missing school or not and cheering us on. And the senior Frank wouldn't have been the memorable chaos it was without all the passion ideas people thought would be successful. Ultimately, our class has a gift for coming together when it matters most. History proves that to be true. Social media has dominated as the main medium of expression for our generation, and that can become a burden. However, it has allowed us to share our voices in hopes of creating change for our future. I'm so proud of the bravery we've demonstrated in standing up for what we believe in and not letting others restrain our freedom. We have a gift for accepting differences in our everyday life. I admire the selflessness I see in others that graciously lend their support to those bold enough to stand out from the rest. We'll be the class that represents the start of something new here at Round Rock High School. Many teachers and parents have mentioned the uniqueness of our cohesive nature and the optimism it ignites. My opinion may be swayed by my personal involvement, but I believe our class brought something new and refreshing to this school. We have shown what change looks like as a solidified unit. I know these things might not seem as dramatic as saving someone's life, but the friendships we've gained from standing together may have saved us all more than we know. There's always going to be someone that needs rescuing from a metaphorical current, and sometimes that someone will be us. So let's continue to link arms, stand strong in the sand, even if it means standing on a stool, and support one another, because that's really what it's all about, standing together. I wouldn't have wanted to stand with any other class, because when we're together, there's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. So thank you for the memories. Congrats.
Thank you, Jenny, for those wonderful words. And as we wait for Jenny to join us on the floor, I have a question for everyone. Are you ready? Are your tassels on the right side? If they're not, let's get them there. Awkward pause while we wait for Jenny. Students, please stand. To signify that you have graduated from Round Rock High School, the 106th class, move your tassel from the right to the left at this time. Class of 2019, please take one quarter turn to your right and allow your friends and family members to take a picture. Class of 2019, please take one more quarter turn to your right. Class of 2019, one more quarter turn to your right, please. And finally, please take one last quarter turn to your right and face the stage. Congratulations, class of 2019. To conclude, and you can't finish anything without something special at the end. So to conclude the graduation ceremony, we will sing the Round Rock High School alma mater together one last time. And as we sing this alma mater, it's my honor to introduce Mr. William Jaramillo, who will not be joining us next year because he's now going to be the principal of Nayo Secondary School. So Mr. Jaramillo, would you please come lead us in the last alma mater for Round Rock High School? This concludes today's graduation. As you exit the building, I need you students, one row at a time, you will be exiting out this direction. Have a great day. Throw your hats in the air. You got to exit these doors this way, though. Make sure you do that. Parents, please meet them outside.